So surnames did not exist in the UK before the 13th century. That's true.
Hello there. Yes, it's true. Surnames didn't even exist 800 years ago, so there wouldn't have been any disputes over who'd have taken whose name. Welcome back to The Right Stuff with me, Richard Bacon. With me today, Greg Wallace, Carol Malone and special guest Harriet Thorpe is here as well. Still to come is 50, the new 30. At 52, Jerry Hall still looks pretty good in a bikini, and Madonna, who hit the big 5-0 on Saturday, shows no sign of slowing down. In fact, she's rumoured to be planning the adoption of another baby from Malawi soon. So, should you be stepping on it at 50 or gently taking your foot off the pedal? 0207 173 5555 is the number to call with your thoughts. I was asking earlier, panel, about what are we the best in the world at? This off the back of our tremendous Olympic success over the weekend. So I was saying, either generally what are we good at, what are we the best in the world at, or what are you best at personally? So please send more of these. But this is an interesting comment from Ricky. Hello, all at The Right Stuff, he says. Hello, Ricky.
Hi, Rick.
I was thinking at the weekend, he says, I came up with the idea at the weekend that we're only good at events that involve our favourite British weather elements. Wind, rain, and generally events in bad weather conditions. Yeah. It's probably true, isn't it? With the exception of cycling. That's indoors.
And running. I mean, you run in bad weather, don't you?
Yeah, but we're not very good at that.
Well, exactly,
our track and field, we're not doing very well.
Are there any events that you do in Wellington boots? Because I'm sure we'd be outstanding.
We'd triumph at those, wouldn't we? Yeah. Maybe throwing the Wellington boot, because that could be a future Olympic discipline. Yes. OK, thank you, Ricky, for that. So, but generally, what are you? This could be entirely obviously ironic. Send it to rightstuff@5.tv. What do you consider yourself to be the best in the world at? But first, let's crack on with this debate. Should the surname you take on in marriage be up for discussion before you walk down the aisle? A sporty couple, Sarah Ayton and Nick Dempsey, made a deal before they both set off to Beijing to compete in the Olympics. If either of them came home with a gold medal, the other would have to take their name when they tie the knot next month. Yesterday, Sarah won gold in the Yingling sailing competition. Her fiancé is currently in second position in his windsurfing event, so at the moment it looks as though he'll soon be Mr. Nick Ayton. But is there anything wrong with that? It's better than some kind of double-barrelled nonsense, isn't it? In this country, tradition dictates that if anyone changes their name when they get married, it is the woman. But why is that? Shouldn't we have moved on by now? In other parts of Europe, such as Denmark and Germany, it's no big deal. So, should all surnames be up for discussion when it's time to tie the knot? Let's start with Greg Wallace.
Well, I was thinking of some examples where it would be right to take the woman's name. If Whoopi Goldberg was going to marry Peter Cushing.
OK, there we are. Oh, you're so silly.
I do know that Jerry Hall was living with Brian Ferry.
Yeah.
And Alison Clare, if she was going to marry Barry White.
Yeah.
But then if she kept Barry White's name and then married Brian Ferry, she'd have been the Isle of Wight Ferry. So there are examples where this needs to change. But I think Whoopi Goldberg and Peter Cushing is probably the best example.
Yeah, it probably is, yeah. Thank you very much, Greg. Carol, do you have an actual sincere viewpoint on this?
Yes, I do. No, I really do. It's very subject, very close to my heart, this. Now, how does you know, I'm a journalist, so my byline, Carol Malone, how would Carol Muller-Begovic sound as a byline? Because... well, that's my married name. I'm married to a Bosnian, and...
well, it would sound fine.
And it doesn't sound fine.
Sounds fine.
Have you seen the length of Muller-Begovic on a page? They'd need two. I wouldn't be able to have it on my column. In fact, when I did get married and came back from honeymoon, my editor said, of course, we'll use your married name now. I said, I don't think we will. And he stunted up a page. I mean, it just went right... You know, it was just ridiculous. But...
so this is about yourself, because you had an
careers.
Identity.
It's
you
about
had
career,
yeah, you had some profile. Yeah. So you were kind of protecting a brand. Did you see that? Is that where that Carol Malone is your brand?
I'd been a journalist for 20 years when I got married, and that's what people knew me as, and it would be very odd if I changed my name. Also, I'm an only child, and both my parents are dead now. And my family, that's my family name, and there's no one else to carry on my family name. So it would seem a bit odd to me to call myself by it. I never thought that I would take anyone's name, ever. It wouldn't matter if I'd married someone, if it was a fantastic name. The only name I might take is something like Hilton or Getty or something.
Rothschild.
Yes, yeah, because then I'd get into restaurants and stuff. But, you know, I would not want to change my name, because I don't think you have to take on someone's name because you love them. I don't think it's a bit old-fashioned.
Let's bring in Wicked's Harriet Thorpe. Harriet.
I would never change my name. It is who I am, and professionally, traditionally,
is it a feminist thing?
No, it's not. It's about just...
It was an old argument, though, wasn't it?
For sure. Not personally, it isn't. I just think this is who I am, and I don't want to change my name. I certainly don't want to have to take somebody else's name. I think it's ludicrous.
Why is it ludicrous?
Well, why? Why do it? What's it about? Why should I have to take somebody's name any more than I would impose that on anybody else? Why would I? If I were to marry you, I wouldn't make you take my name. It's nonsense.
Okay,
Bless you. So you're relieved of that duty.
Thank you.
But I think it's a nonsense, and I think it is not about being feminist. It's about being a person. And that's your
is there
identity.
romantic about taking
What's
your husband's
romantic
name?
about it?
I suppose some people find romance in the tradition of it.
Would you take your wife's name?
I wouldn't have minded doing. I actually suggested that to her, and she said no, because she had her maiden name's better than my surname. You know, Bacon name is just a silly pun fest of a surname.
What is your wife's name? Surname?
McFarlane.
Right. But then if you called yourself that, no one would know, when you were going for work and stuff, no one would know who you are.
I think that might be a good thing.
Richard McFarlane. No, I don't think...
No, that's a fresh start for me there. No,
I think it's nice to say it's a romance, and I understand all that, but I don't know what it has to do with today.
All right, let's take a call. Here's Paul. Oh, no, here's Amy to tell me that Paul's on the line. Amy, who have you got?
Let me look at my crystal ball. I think we've got Paul on line one.
Paul. All right, Paul, good morning to you.
Hello, Richard.
Hello, Paul. Tell me what you think.
Well, I plan to get married next year to my long-standing partner of 13 years, and I want to take her surname.
And what's her view on that?
I've got, obviously, certain issues with my own family, so I'd just like to take her surname. And I'd just like to make things equal in that matter, really. That I'd like to be called Mr. and Mrs. her surname.
Yes, OK, that's not the surname, her surname. But why? So you want to rid yourself of your surname... Sorry, did I get this right? Because of some issues you have with your own family?
Yes, yes.
That's not romantic, is it?
It is romance, because I've been with my partner for 13 years.
No, but you just said it's because you have issues with your family. It's not a romantic reason you want to change your
Very
name.
interesting, though, Paul.
I suppose it's not romantic, Carol, but I don't want her to take my surname.
Didn't he say he wanted to be equal? And I don't know whether you take someone else's name is whether you're equal. Okay. I think you... Go on, then.
No, I'm sorry, no. I want to take one more quick call on this. Paul, thank you so much, though. Very nice of you phone. Amy, quickly, who have we got next?
OK, let's go straight to Jenny, then.
All right, Jenny, good morning to you. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hello, Jenny. Tell me what you think about this.
You're on about surnames?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never changed mine.
OK.
My maiden name and married name are the same.
Oh, that's
OK, there we go.
Yeah?
That's what we call handy, Jenny. That's convenient.
Well, yeah, same initials.
OK, yeah, well, there we are.
Same birthday, married that day.
OK, is that one of the reasons you got married? Were you attracted to your husband?
No, it was just pure coincidence.
All right, there we are, Jenny. Thank you. I'm sorry to keep it so brief. We've got so much else to come on the show. Would like to explore that further, but still worth hearing it. Jenny, everyone. There's Jenny. What's her name? Her husband. Right, as I say, full stop on that for now. Coming up after the break is 50, the new 30. A host of famous women are reaching their half-century this year, but instead of reaching for the knitting needles and taking out a subscription to Saga magazine, they're having babies, looking tremendous and planning their next career moves. Jerry Hall, who looks fabulous at 52, has been told by her 16-year-old daughter, Georgia, to ditch her miniskirts. But is there any reason why she should? Maybe you think it's just not dignified to let it all hang out when you reach a certain age. 0207 173 5555 is the number to call. Is 50 really the new 30? And is it true for all of us? Is it true for all of us or just the airbrushed few? Your views after these ads.
Which of these actresses celebrates their 50th birthday this year? Is it Michelle Pfeiffer, Sharon Stone, or Andy McDowell? Tune in for the answer after the ads.